There are moments in mythology where divinity itself bends the laws of creation, where justice doesn't arrive as light, but as thunder. Mahavatar Narsimha is one of those stories. The moment when faith meets fury, when love disarms violence, and when even a god must become something unthinkable to protect a child's devotion. To really understand the Narsimha Avatar, the half-man, half-lion form of Vishnu, we need to go all the way back to the root of darkness itself. The story of Sage Kashyapa, his wife Dithi, and their fateful decision that changes the course of the cosmos. Dithi's impatience, her desire for motherhood at the wrong hour, sets off a chain of events that births not just two sons, but two cosmic forces, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, destined to clash with the very order of the universe. This isn't just mythic drama. It's an allegory for how one moment of desire out of alignment with the divine rhythm can unravel entire worlds. When Dithi gives birth, the prophecy is already in motion. Her sons, taught into Masic, dark knowledge, grow into beings who don't just defy the gods, but define arrogance itself. Hiranyaksha, the younger one, literally kidnaps Earth, the Devi, and sinks her into the cosmic ocean. Think about that symbolically. He takes stability, nourishment, groundedness, and drags it into chaos. And Vishnu's response? The Varaha Avatar, a divine boar who dives into the cosmic ocean to retrieve the planet itself. That battle, Varaha versus Hiranyaksha, isn't just a fight scene. It's the first restoration of balance in an age slipping toward disorder. After Hiranyaksha's death, Hiranyakashipu's grief mutates into hatred. This is one of those transformations that always fascinates me. He's not evil for evil's sake. He's a wounded soul who decides that vengeance is more sacred than forgiveness. His tapasya, his penance, is one of the most extreme acts of willpower in the Puranas. He burns the cosmos with his meditation until Brahma himself has to intervene. And the boon he asks for, it's genius in its arrogance. To not be slain by any being of Brahma's creation, not by man or beast, not inside or outside, day or night, on land or sky. It's like watching someone try to outsmart fate itself. But of course, the divine is always one move ahead. While his father declares himself God of the universe, the true counterforce is already being born. Kayadu, his wife, is protected by Narada, who teaches her about Vishnu, and those teachings are absorbed by the unborn Prahlada. It's a beautiful symbol of how Dharma can literally be inherited through consciousness, not blood. When we meet Prahlada years later, he's this soft-spoken, radiant child, completely fearless in his devotion. No anger, no rebellion, just unshakable faith. That's what makes his story so powerful. He doesn't fight his father. He forgives him. And yet Hiranyakashipu can't stand it. He tries to correct him through his teachers, fails. He tortures him, fails again. Every attempt to destroy Prahlada becomes another demonstration of divine protection. Elephants, cliffs, oceans, fire, all powerless against innocence anchored in truth. Holika's death is especially poetic. Her immunity to fire fails because she uses it to harm, not to protect. That's karma in its purest cinematic form, divine law disguised as poetic justice. When Prahlada is finally thrown into the ocean, it's one of the most emotional beats in the story. Alone, exhausted, and still calling out to Vishnu. Not for rescue, but for presence. That's the key difference. And Vishnu responds. It's not a grand entrance, it's intimate. Vishnu tells Prahlada that he's actually the servant of devotees like him. It completely flips the power dynamic of divinity, God serving love, not the other way around. Vishnu then grants him divine sight, the ability to see him in everything. And that's the setup for one of the greatest scenes in all of Hindu mythology. Hiranyakashipu mocks him. If your Vishnu is everywhere, is he in this pillar? And when Prahlada says yes, we all know what's coming, but it still gives chills. Hiranyakashipu strikes the pillar, and the universe itself seems to split open. From it emerges Narasimha, a form that defies every category. Not man, not beast, not God, but all and none at once. The fight that follows is both cosmic and deeply personal. Narasimha doesn't just kill a demon, he annihilates the illusion of control. Twilight becomes his hour, neither day nor night. The threshold becomes his battlefield, neither indoors nor out. The lap becomes his ground, neither earth nor sky. The claws his weapon, neither steel nor hand. Every loophole of the boon collapses under divine precision. But even after victory, Narasimha doesn't calm down. The fury of righteousness still burns. And it's Prahlada, the same gentle boy who never lifted a weapon, who steps forward to soothe the divine rage. That image, the child touching the lion's chest, calming the infinite, that's one of the most moving moments in all of Hindu iconography. It's the idea that love can pacify what even the gods cannot. Vishnu, now peaceful again, embraces Prahlada and redeems his father's soul. The Narasimha Arti begins, not just as celebration, but as a universal recognition that divinity can be terrifying and tender at once. There's so much packed into this story. Faith versus ego. Prahlada's devotion stands in direct contrast to his father's obsession with power. The law of Dharma, even Indra's initial aggression against Kayadu, is corrected by Narada's reminder of righteous conduct. The boon and the paradox. Hiranyakashipu's clever conditions show how intellect, without humility, becomes self-destructive. The nature of God. Narsimha embodies the idea that the divine isn't limited by human categories. God will become whatever the devotee needs him to be. Parent and child. The emotional through line isn't divine punishment, it's reconciliation. A father's ego dies, but his soul is liberated through his son's love. What makes Mahavatar Narsimha so powerful isn't just its spectacle, it's the emotional geometry of the story. Every act of defiance, every prayer, every transformation moves in perfect symmetry between rage and redemption. It's a reminder that divinity isn't always serene. Sometimes it roars, not out of wrath, but out of love so fierce it refuses to let darkness win. And as Narada reminds Indra at the end, this is just the first of 3 births for Jaya and Vijaya, the cursed gatekeepers. The cosmic story continues through ages, from Hiranyakashipu to Ravana to Shishupala. Each encounter another exploration of ego versus devotion. So the next time you see the image of Narsimha emerging from the pillar, remember, it's not just mythic violence. It's the moment when truth tears through illusion, when love manifests as power, and when God reminds creation that justice can roar.